going on, y'all, man? It's a day in the life, man. It's your boy Sike Dolo. Like, I'm over here watching the reindeer games. They back here in the woods playing, man. I know y'all ain't gonna be able to see through those trees, but anyway, yeah, man. I don't know. I was a bit disturbed, man, and I just wanted to, express myself, on my channel. Still considering we get to exercise freedom of speech, before they take away any of the amendments. I feel like in the future we won't have the Constitution, constitutional rights, but as we was told, we had freedom of speech, right to bear arms, so on and so forth. And yeah, man, it's like 2018, April 2018, and if I recollect correctly, on the 18th of April, the bus drivers in DeKalb County decided, hey, look, we're gonna have a sick out. So pretty much sick out was the equivalent of going on strike. So basically they exercise like some type of union, like a union move, you know what I'm saying, and decided, hey, look, we're not being compensated for the job that we're doing. And a few of them, took it upon themselves to stand up for what they felt was right, and wanted to be rightfully compensated. And again, it's the 21st century, and what I was able to witness and what was exhibit was an act of slavery, or should I say, an old method from slavery. Whenever a slave would get out of hand, they would use that slave to make an example, or they would find a slave to make an example to show the rest of the cattle, not to try us, or not to buck the system, or not to rebel, just to keep the rest of them in check. So again, these bus drivers come together. A few of them, was headstrong or courageous, I should say, and took it upon themselves to say, hey, look, we need to stand up. And united we stand, divided we fall. Most of us are divided as a people, from men not liking the women, from blacks not liking the whites, from Asians not liking whoever or whomever, so on with the Spanish. And all we ever really taught is to go against one another. But whenever the powers that be, the ones in control or the elite, decide to say, hey, look, the Muslims picking on us, and then that's their way of saying, hey, now we should come together. Hey, look, this country over here is trying to bomb us. Now we should come together, So whenever they give the call, blow the whistle, then we're supposed to unite. But anything outside of that, whenever we stand up and say, hey, look, you guys are doing us wrong, and we stand up against them, and when I say them, meaning the state, or corporations, major corporations, whenever you stand up against them, it's a problem. So again, I think the Satan's ultimate trick is to deceive, and we've been deceived as a people, because the worst slaves are the ones that don't know they're a slave. He or she who don't know they're a slave. They walk around with these diplomas, walk around with these bachelor degrees, master degrees, because they don't pass X amount of tests that's supposed to equate to them being smart or being professional. And that's some bullshit. They just really been indoctrinated, most people. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but most people just been really indoctrinated, and they just been trained to play the game. Take most pastors for an example. These guys, they have to obtain an ordinance to go and teach the word of God. If you know the word of God, it's in your heart to spread the word. He said, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills, everywhere. He didn't say go to no institution and obtain no ordinance to spread his word. So what that tell you? So if we can sit back and most of us can agree that most governments are corrupt, what make you think they're going to give you the right religion? What make you think they, oftentimes will give you the right education, So again, I think we need to be able to differentiate between being educated and having right knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, I just felt like, those guys were courageous. they stood for something, and hopefully they continue to stand for something to be able to exhibit to others that we shouldn't be getting slapped around by no corporations. The system was put in place and was designed to serve us, but now we serving it. And don't nobody see nothing fucking wrong. So what do they tell you? Everybody is blinded, they distracted, they taking the blue pill, they just sitting back wondering and waiting for somebody to come out of the damn sky and save them. But anytime you have someone that's courageous or who had a willpower and who's headstrong to take a stand, you'll think they'll jump on the bandwagon and again and fight for what's right. But that's not the case oftentimes. So again, I just want to highlight that part. The worst slave is a slave who don't know he or she is a slave. And like I say, man, here we are in the 21st century, and we're still getting slapped around. Here it is. These people, like, you don't need no damn degree to drive no bus. You don't need no masters. But again, these people have to play a part just as we all do out here in society if we are going to perpetuate the system. And when I say system, the system that was put in place to serve us. You know what I'm saying? Not us, again, serving it. But it's been flipped around. And until many of us wake up or understand what's going on, it's going to continue to happen. So again, they got their puppet, meaning the county superintendent. He's sitting back and, he alleged, that the children's lives were in danger by them not going to do their jobs. So since they didn't do what they was told to do, he decided he would hang a few of them and dismiss them from paying their bills and again, threatening their livelihood. And like I say, it's just sad most of us don't see what's going on, because, you're going to have those ignorant parents. And notice I said ignorant, not stupid, dumb, or crazy, but ignorant, meaning the parents who don't know any better, who going to sit back and really want these bus drivers to go out there out on the limb, work for pennies on the dollar, knowing damn well they don't, got these hard-headed ass children doing God knows what, this, that, and the third, and they're not being compensated. But like I say, I just, again, want to highlight the part where they decided to take the stand. And that reminds me, one of the videos I seen on Animal Planet where the buffalo, I mean, you got these huge creatures, you know what I'm saying? It's just an, analogy. You got these huge creatures. They got these horns on their head, the antlers, the horns on their head. And these creatures are like a quarter of a ton to a half of a ton in size. And the crazy thing is, you have like 20 of them, like I want to say a little over 20 of them. They running from wild dogs out in Africa, and the whole thing, these wild dogs had a strategy where they figured, okay, if we divide them, then we'll be able to pick off either the sick one or the little baby or the young one, the calf. And that was their strategy, that was their plan. So, again, they going through what they plan. But what ended up happening was the buffaloes, after they got tired of running, they devised a plan themselves. And what they ended up doing was putting the babies in the middle, and they formed a circle. And once they formed that circle, they noticed that the wild dogs, they didn't want to have nothing to do with them. They didn't want to run up. Because think about it, a wild dog running up on a damn 500-pound, 600, 700-pound buffalo with antlers, horns. Come on, it's not gonna happen. One wild dog is not gonna take down no damn buffalo. It's not gonna happen. But once they formed that circle and had the babies in the middle, it was nothing them wild dogs could do. And that's how I feel, or that's what I see going on out here. You got these small group of people out here slapping us the fuck around, dropping us on our head, got us waiting in the assembly line like we, like livestock, like we cattle for real. We on the damn assembly line lining up for death, out here killing one another from the medicines we taking, from stressing one another out, from provoking one another. We doing all this, that, and the third on behalf of them manipulating us and running master game on us, and we still have yet to smarten up. And that's why I go back to us being ignorance, because it's like we in a time where we can accumulate the right knowledge. And notice I said right knowledge, not education, not where you go to school and you just sitting there and pass fucking tests and being told what to do just because you get status and because you get to go and make some damn money. Money is not everything, and that's where y'all going wrong. You know what I'm saying? So again, I won't be the judge of that. Like I said, I need y'all to witness for yourselves or what have you. But again, man, like I say, I'm tight of this one, you know what I'm saying? Slavery in the 21st century. But again, like I say, we definitely got to step our game up. A lot of us not gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been told that, I've been forewarned that a lot of us not gonna get it. It's just what it is. We're not gonna get it. So again, for the ones that are out there who listening, you know what I'm saying, or who know what's going on, shit, step your game up, rise to the occasion, you know, and be on your A game, you know what I'm saying, and be able to identify, you know, when these cruel acts are being pulled off like this, you know what I'm saying. But again, like I say, most of us, you know, it's that day and time where we can, you know, start our own, you know, small corporation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like to use that word because, like I say, that's just a new word for master, corporation, and state. Whenever you hear that word state and corporation, that's master. So slavery ain't really went anywhere. It's just advanced. You know what I'm saying? That's just like back in the day, you had agriculture. Agriculture was when you had the slaves out there picking the damn cotton. Once the industrial age came in, that's what the whole Union and Confederate war and all of that bullshit was about. It's kind of like, look, y'all leave shouted them alone. We're going to let the machines do it, and we're going to, you know, usher in a new age, you know, woo de woo. I mean, you know, there's just a little short snippet, you know what I'm saying, a little synopsis of what happened, you know what I'm saying, just a fraction of what that shit was about, you know what I'm saying. So again, shit, leave a little shouted them alone, you know, y'all working the shit out of them, killing them. We ain't gonna do it like that no more. Let the machines and the manufacturers do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what all of that union stuff is about. That's why anytime you go down south, or depending on what part of town you on, whenever the fuck you mention union, they don't want to hear that shit. They'll kill your motherfucking ass. They'll fire you on the spot. They would terminate your ass on the spot. So again, this is all of what they exhibit. Some old union type shit. So when they did that right there, they just pissed the state off. You know what I'm saying? They just piss the corporations off because this is how they make their bread. So you fucking up they doggone, you fucking up their money, and you fucking up they system. So shit, master goddamn, you know, this is what master would do. He got to make an example out of somebody. And then what happens is the rest of the slaves, they get scared, then they get back in line. So they divide it again. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to that scenario again with the buffaloes. Once you divide them, the wild dogs can come over there and attack the, you know, you can get about 8 wild dogs on one buffalo, they can take them down. You know what I'm saying? Even the baby calf, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, again, man, look, man, I need y'all to doggone step y'all game up, man. A lot of this shit that y'all getting distracted about and all of that blue pill shit, man, I ain't on that, man. That's why y'all see, man, Sike Dolo, man, I ain't on that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I live for this, man. You know, it's inevitable. One day I will check out, you know what I'm saying? But shit, know that doggone, you know, shit, shout stood for something, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, peace out, man. Like I say, step your game up. Make sure you accumulate. You know what I'm saying? Get the right knowledge and shit. And there you have it. You know what I'm saying? Know the rules of the game. You know what I'm saying? Shit, know what's going on. Shit, life will move a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in the rat race and all that blue pill stuff, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's my time.